The dog days of summer are happening. The only upside is that we're about a week away, 2 weeks away from actual NAHL hockey going on. Preseason, sure, but hockey nonetheless. We'll talk about the Wild's new GM. We'll talk about Mitch Marner's crazy threat and a whole bunch of other stuff. What other stuff? How long we doing this show? Will Mark show up? We did it for him. Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
As we do this, I see that the Baltimore Orioles are going ahead and just saying, you know what, we're going to stink, so we're just going to give you a flat fee of $30. Come to a couple games, see the Dodgers, see the Blue Jays. It's going to be a fun time at the ball yard.
Well, doesn't it also help though? Because now the out of town fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Red Sox are coming to town, they're like, I don't know, maybe they just buy the $30 because they think that they can sell those tickets, and the Orioles sell, quote unquote, sell tickets for the rest of the entire September, but somebody only shows up to one game.
Well, let's be honest. Well, it is, and let's be honest. The fact of the matter is that odds are they'll probably make as much money through this as they would if they sold regular tickets.
And I'm wearing my Why Not shirt.
See that? By the way, they already put Rutschman up to Delmarva, so they're fast tracking this kid. So good for them,
as they should. Let's be dead honest. I mean, it's not like the Bay Sox might give him the wrong hat or anything.
Let's get to that. They gave you the wrong hat.
They did, and they did not respond to my email asking them if they would send me the right hat.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, so I got to get Zinger in on Twitter. Let's be honest. I was okay with either hat at the end of the day. I like the black one better because you can fear them. The black hat.
Sure.
And it looked cool with the teal eyelets, but I ended up getting the black brim teal hat. Apparently that's all they had in stock. So bait and switch, but it is what it is. It's a nice hat. I like it. 7 1/8. It fits. It's I feel like baseball hats are getting bigger though.
Oh yeah?
Because my head can't be getting smaller. I don't think that's how head size works. So this hat feels bigger than my Orioles hat. That's literally the same exact size. The only difference is that this one's made in China, and the one that my Orioles hat is made in the USA. So maybe there's a little bit difference there.
Probably just a touch, but
maybe. I don't know. But this hat's definitely bigger than 7 1/8. I wore it in the shower. I threw it in the dryer, tried to shrink it some. It's polyester, so it doesn't shrink that much, but I think I got it to a point where it fits well. I'll wear it on the show next week. I wanted to wait for Lyle to see it. That's why.
There you go. That makes sense. And they're becoming the crab cakes too, so they got that going for them too.
They're going to have new hats as well for that.
There's just been jerseys unveiled. There's been no look of hats. I hope they do. Because it'd be glorious.
Because if it's nice, I will drive to Bowie and pick you one up.
Nice.
Pick you up one. That was awful English.
All right.
So that you can have one in your size, since obviously they sell out of them quickly.
Right. And the best part about this whole thing is the Bay Sox today, during the afternoon getaway day, won on a walk-off suicide squeeze.
Ooh, I love suicide squeeze.
In the 10th inning.
That's the one with Harley, the Harley girl, right? Harley, the crazy one. That's Suicide Squeeze, right?
That's Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad.
The Joker, right? He's in that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's that. Will Smith. Will Smith's in this one.
Oh, okay. He's in Suicide Squeeze.
He's in Suicide Squeeze.
He hits like.
Why
May
has there
with
not been a baseball movie called Suicide Squeeze where it's just like a drama?
Because it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's Sudden Death 3 is when it becomes Suicide Squeeze, and he's like playing for the Pirates.
By the way, the Bay Sox actually have 2 former Orioles kids on their team.
Is Ripken on their team?
Yeah, Ryan Ripken's on the team,
Yeah.
and I think Palmero's kid's on the team.
Interesting.
So you know he's getting drug tested.
Obviously, all the time.
I think Ryan Ripken hit 1 yard. No, you got a triple. He got a triple today.
Is it? I feel like it's harder to get a triple than it is to hit a home run.
Yeah, I think so. Because everything has to happen just right.
And the inside the park home run is effectively like you're super fast and something happened.
Right. You had to go ahead and hope for the best.
Although it's that time of the year, I've been watching the Little League World Series.
There it is.
There's a kid last night. I think he played on the New Jersey team. He was 5'5" and 195 pounds.
Damn, he's bigger than you.
Dude was massive. I mean, obviously played first base, but he came up to bat and it looked like a full-grown adult trying to hit off of a child.
Preston Palmero is the other is the Palmero kid on the team. So
really, his initials are PP.
PP, PP, baby. What's Ryan Ripken doing this year? Ryan Ripken 6'6", 205.
Is alliteration the way that ball players go for their children?
I guess. Ryan Ripken looks more like Billy than he does Cal.
Already losing his hair? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's got the shit-eating grin and like the stubble.
Well,
batting 316.
I don't know. There was a lot of weird shit going on at the Ripken house.
No shit. Batting 316 in 23 games.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's like twice Chris Davis.
Right? Yeah, I know. Call him up. Except for, Ryan Ripken plays first base. Why not? That'll get butts in the seats.
Just a Ripken. Have the Orioles retired any baseball numbers? I don't know if they do that in baseball.
Yeah, they do. They retired. It was all the guys in the yard. It's Brooks, Weaver, Palmer, Eddie, and Cal Jr.
Out in the number yard.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
It's not just a clever name.
Ah.
So aside from getting the wrong hat, how is that the rest of your week?
Oh no, that was a microcosm of my week. Yeah. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. So all of the great fun that I had last week, this week has been a shit show.
It's the makeup.
Yeah. This is the other side of the coin. But I'm off work on Friday because we're going to the Poconos for the IDP fantasy football draft this weekend. So hanging out with all the boys this weekend. So that should be fun. And I don't have to work on Friday.
That's the best part.
Which is a good time. I was telling Scotty beforehand, I'm at 35 hours of working this week. I'm on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which means that after I leave work tomorrow, I will have worked 40 hours in 4 days. And I probably wouldn't even have to take off work on Friday. They could just be like, hey, you've worked enough this week, but I still have to, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they'll still give you overtime. Or you're on salary, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm salary.
Yeah, it doesn't matter then.
No, it doesn't matter. I just work. So got that going on. I figured out how to fix my mailbox.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it on the air because it might indict me in some sort of ring of something, I'm sure.
Just like the baseball players with the gas station sex enhancement pills.
True. I don't want to. What was it? Dotel? Don't tell?
Yeah.
Don't tell was part of it.
Shit.
So he's had a worse week than I have. But yeah. Little League World Series is an awesome sport every summer. It's fantastic to watch.
I would say tournament. I don't think it's an entirely different sport.
It's a sport.
Okay, fair enough. You know what?
I mean, the Italians are playing this year.
It's true.
I feel like there are two things that I want to do now that I'm not refereeing soccer anymore. I want to go to Cooperstown.
Sure.
I want to go to the Little League World Series, which is not
Williamsport.
in Cooperstown. That is in Williamsport. I would like to go to Cooperstown at some point because I've never been to the Baseball Hall of Fame. And I want to go to the U.S. Open one year.
Interesting.
So anybody that wants to meet me at one of the 3 of those events, let me know. We'll make it happen.
You can make a whole trip of that. When's the U.S. Open?
I'll drive the sports car.
There you go.
It starts this weekend. It starts next weekend, Labor Day weekend.
Well, it's easy enough to do. You could do that. You can hit the U.S. Open, and then you can go up to Cooperstown and go from Williamsport to Flushing Meadows up to Cooperstown.
What a great 2 weeks that would be.
Sounds like a terrible 2 weeks, actually, when I say that. Probably the most boring place you could have gone to.
Why did I go to Lake Placid also, where there's 6 people
why
there?
not?
Hey, I'm in Lake Placid. All right, that was fun. Let's go somewhere else.
I'm in Delaware. I
hope your
Anyway.
week was better than mine.
Not particularly.
Oh, geez, bad weeks all around.
It wasn't terrible. Wasn't amazing. Wasn't terrible. AJ telling us the Marlins do that flat rate deal too. So don't feel we're in freaking great. We're in Marlins territory.
Yeah, the Marlins also sold their entire team after they won the World Series.
Twice. And they still couldn't get rid of Bobby Bonillas' contract. I got some stuff from the auctions. So I won an auction again because your boy knows how to bid. $6 for this. So it comes up. It's a nice little like a Fido Purper, local legend in Grand Forks. Nice little old school Greater Grand Forks publication of the Guidepost, November 1974. Then a picture of the Dallas Stars and Winnipeg Jets, the UND alumni who played. They came to the old Ingolstadt Arena for that. So that's a newspaper clipping there. The schedule or the whatchamajigger.
It looks
program.
like a game program.
Thank you. Program. Then we got the championship, the 2000 championship.
Oh, that's cool.
Team dealy. Then the Providence, the Frozen Four 2000 pennant, a little pennant from Phoenix Wealth Management. I thought it was University of Phoenix. I'm like, wow, ahead of its time.
I appreciate how Lyle still tweeted out the show, even though he's not on it tonight.
It's fine. He's a good gem. I got these. These are little postcards of 16 teams from 1979-80.
Interesting. Team picture postcards. Does this have anything on the back?
No, nothing on the back.
Huh.
It's just bigger size of the hockey cards they had. So got the Bruins, Islanders, Whalers, Canadians, Red Wings, Sabre, the Caps are in here, the Colorado Rockies, North Stars,
Nice.
the Rangers. It's pretty cool. All 16 of them.
Nice.
That's pretty rad. All this $6, by the way. All this I won for $6.
The whole thing?
This whole lot, $6.
Wow.
Big ass Beehive cards.
Okay.
Including a Felix Potvin legit postcard.
Oh, that's nice.
You can actually send it. Maybe.
That looks glossy.
It is glossy. It's fancy.
Ooh.
A little Johnny Bauer action. Johnny Bauer Beehive card. Oh, the sexiness that is Sergei Fedorov.
Oh, yeah.
And
look
his
at that
white
flow.
skates. Oh. Todd Butts. I got a Todd Butts card. Wait, no, sorry, that's Brett Hall. And then, of course, Alexei Yoshon. Still getting paid. So there was that part of it. Still not done. Still halfway through. I actually sold one. I had a picture of the 1992-93 Fighting Sioux hockey team. Sold that for $6 to somebody who wanted it.
Okay, so technically this entire batch you got for nothing.
Essentially. Yeah.
Because that's how math works.
Right. A Wayne Gretzky power play card, which is those big ass cards from Fleer.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I appreciate the card.
Yes.
Second of all, I appreciate that it has a plastic that's that size that is on it.
Well, it's not that size. If you look here, it's got a little dent in it right here. It's basically just a pocket protector.
It's basic. It's one of those. What is it? Media credential
Yeah,
holders.
yeah. I actually
Interesting.
have back here on the side here in this locker. I used to collect those things because they were awesome. I have like a stack about this big, about 5 inches tall.
I bought some of them last year because my media credential holder broke that the Black Bears gave me, so I needed a new one. So I have a stack.
It's funny. I was talking about the Fleer hockey cards.
I was talking about the holder.
A picture of Dale Howard Chuck when he was with the Jets back in the day. Ran a picture of Olin Nolan.
Okay. He
He
looks angry.
The Winnipeg Jets from the 80s. Pokey and not the Bandit.
The real Jets.
A player card of Bill Ranford.
Wow.
And then some Beehive tributes of number 4, Bobby Orr.
Wow. I feel like Lyle would appreciate all of these.
I know. He would enjoy this. I was going to sew it next week, but I would forget next week.
I'm not going to lie. I love that commercial that the NHL has that put out where the guy's holding the picture of Bobby Orr flying through the air. And he's talking about how he went to the bathroom and his seat is the empty one there right on the aisle.
Yeah. It's kind of great. A couple of University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux stuffs, including like all the classes, pictures, freshman through senior, because that's how classes work. Let me see what else.
So there's a class system at the Fighting Sioux.
Exactly.
Works.
Yep, 1989, 88, 89. That's it. Then 75 years of Fighting Sioux hockey.
That's badass.
It's pretty dope.
That's worth $6 by itself.
It's it was $20 on the day deal there.
This is not part of the.
No, it was, but the actual payment, the original price, $20.
That's irony at its finest.
And then some really cool thing. Now, if these weren't cool,
wasn't cool enough,
this stuff is definitely cool. Uncut key cards.
I appreciate the uncut.
The uncutness of the back here.
Yeah, that's cool.
A little ting on Scott LaChance and Ray Bork, but that's fine.
That's fine.
And JV Baker. But yeah, I got Mike Vernon. I got a little Theo action here. Then I got these two jammies. The Minnesota North Stars Dream Team from Upper Deck.
Huh.
Where they made the Upper Deck cards like of all the old North Stars players that were of this Dream Team. If you could see here, it's 13,000 out of 15,000.
Wow, it's numbered.
Yeah. Or of 19,000 from 91, 92. And then this one's 13,000 out of 16,000. The 1990-91 Upper Deck all-rookie team.
I have all those cards, I think.
Yeah, including Eddie Belfour and, of course, Yarmir. So,
and Sergey.
Sergey. And Rob Blake. And Eric Weinrich. And Ken Hodge. Okay. So, yeah, all this whole deal is $6.
It was free.
It was free $99.
It was free because you got it for $6 and then you sold one piece of it for $6.
Yeah, and then I had to pay the shipping, which was $6 too, because it's an abnormal thing.
Oh, so it was $6.
So it was $6.
I see how this works after all.
Yeah. Still,
the math ties out.
The math works. So yeah, that's a nice little.
That was pretty badass.
Another fun auction win for the boy.
I will say that I've started looking for duckpin bowling balls over the past week.
Nice. Dude, just go to any thrift store. I'm sure you can find tons of them.
I started walking through. I couldn't find any at Goodwill.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try to find some other place.
Is that the Goodwill in Old Mill?
Glen Burnie, yeah. Yeah, I did find I found a pitching wedge though that was really old that tied out my my original golf club set. So now I think I'm pretty good with the original golf club set. I have the original like woods that are effectively the same woods that I had when I first started playing. I found almost the exact same irons I had when I first started playing. Mm-hmm. And I got a old school pitching wedge, and all I need is like a old school like sandwich or something that I can like throw in the bag. And that'll be like effectively what I started playing with. And I still have my original bag, which is baby blue and white, and it has a I don't know how to say this, extremely furry type of like shoulder strap that was supposed to make it like softer so it didn't hurt, I guess, when you carried it, but it's very 70s.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. So I put back together my original golf set. It did not cost me $6.
Wonderful.
Yeah. No. Did not cost $6, but I wanted it, so I got it.
Perfect.
And you can do those types of things when you're single.
Right? How great is that? Well, all right then. Should we get to some pitchers wrong?
Sure.
Okay. Patreon's a thing we do. It is going to fuel us. And starting in September, we're getting rid of some cards. Unloading all that ish. Yeah, patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. That's where you can get it. That's where if you get it into the right tier, you can help pick a segment of the things that we discuss about. If Patreon would load faster, I would love the ever living hell out of it. Sadly, much like sometimes the Facebook, it loads super slow.
It's fine because we're really good at filling time.
We're good at filling time. The whole show is just time filler. I'm seriously surprised he's not here. It's almost 7:00.
Well, we did this for him.
No, so he's not going to show up.
He was like, "Hey, let's make it late." Hey,
yeah, right. Let's say hey to Chris, Matthew, Damon, Mark, Trista, Ethan, Brian, Jeff, Kevin, Mitch, Angela, and Sean. They are a part of us, and you can be too. Patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. And with all the podcasts we're going to be adding on, we might just change that name sooner rather than later. This week, the answer to the question, what you got for us? So, if you haven't heard, there's a guy named Mitch Marner out there. He's out there doing things. The thing is that he is going to now go to Switzerland and train. According to Darren Dreger, and kind of no commented by everybody else, Mr. Mitch Marner is going to Switzerland to train with the Zurich Lions of the Swiss League.
Okay.
This is interesting. This is interesting considering, not really a big, guess congregation that he's going to sign anytime soon. That's not the word I was looking for, was it?
Nope.
Well then,
conga line.
Thanks, buddy. Conga line, a big conga line to get Mitch Marner signed. Just when we were ragging on him, he shows up. I love it. So Mitch Marner going to Switzerland to train, which is odd because he lives in the Greater Toronto area. He could probably go there and train. The only bad thing is when he breaks his leg during training, boy, are the Leafs going to be mad, and boy, are Leafs fans going to be mad.
Yeah, but they can go fuck themselves for all I care.
That's true too.
Wow.
You know what? That's not
Why
wrong.
is that? I thought we were friends with Steve Dangle now.
No, that idiot. Of course we're not.
Okay, never mind then.
No, I am not. I am not the biggest fan of Mr. I'm not the huge enemy of Dangle either. I'm just
no, it's just being a jerk. Yeah, doesn't this really just like scream, hey, we all knew this was going to happen, but you guys decided that it wasn't? Like, I don't know. The whole Sweden thing, perfect. Make it so. You knew that you weren't going to sign him when you did all this other shit over the past couple of years. So this is kind of just this coming back to bite you.
First of all, it's Switzerland. That's
Thank you,
John.
Sorry.
Second, he's probably just checking on all his bank accounts over there, or maybe his watchmaking business, or maybe, he wanted a new knife set that fits in his pocket. I don't know. Something like that. He could just be going over there and then he'd be like, oh, well, since I'm here, I might as well play some hockey.
He was going to get a bunch of chocolate, or is that a different country also?
That's the same country.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be racist anymore.
No. Well, first off, why stop? That was my motto. Why stop being racist when you don't have it? I, for one, welcome this chaos. Just to get people sweat. Just make those Toronto Maple Leafs fans sweat a little more than they already have.
Didn't you do this to them like 2 years ago?
No, William Nylander did it last year when he was
Nylander.
when he was in Sweden, the actual country.
See, I was just getting them mixed up. That's no,
You were getting your restricted free agents of the Maple Leafs mixed up.
not really.
Well, Austin Matthews played in Switzerland before that too, but that was before he was drafted. I don't know. I like the idea that he's going to go over there and train and kind of be like, you know what? Maybe I'll sign over here. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? Because once they sign over there, they can't be signed by the NHL unless I guess they're. Well, no, because if they sign and play a game when the season starts, they can't do it because that's what Kovalchuk did. Somebody did it a couple years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was Yager.
That sounds right. So, I don't know. I like this idea for Marner. It's a good power move, considering he's not going to get the money he should be because the Maple Leafs are kind of dragging their feet and hoping he'll settle. This isn't me in high school, ready for prom. He's not going to settle.
So wait, why did he pick Switzerland? I don't understand. Can we break this down? Like, does he know somebody over there? Is the Swiss league known for not,
they're neutral.
Yeah, they are neutral.
Do they not like allow enforcers?
I've heard that their flag is a huge plus.
No, a lot like Switzerland seems to be the destination point for guys like Thornton and Nash and Austin Matthews going there. I think it's a low key, high level hockey because it doesn't get the push and pull that like SM Liga gets or the KHL gets or the Swedish Elite League gets. But it's good enough for them to kind of. It's a very wide open league. Not really many enforcers, not much checking because the rink bigger.
Lots of wide open spaces.
Wide open spaces. Goodbye, Earl. What other Dixie Chick songs are there? I couldn't get you. Yeah. So yeah, it seems that the destination point is because a few years ago Mark Crawford was coaching that team for the Zurich Lions. And I guess because this is Austin Matthews' team, so I guess he got a little. He got it in the ear of Marner and say, "Hey, Zurich's a place. Go." And there he is.
That's fantastic.
Such players over there, former NHLers, Roman Wick. Remember him? Anybody?
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Maxim Neuro. Remember him?
Nope.
Neuro.
Okay.
No.
Freddie Peterson was actually a WHL guy, so that's why I know him. Yeah, Marcus Kruger, remember him?
Yeah.
Stanley Cup champion?
I do remember him.
Okay. Good. He's apparently from Sweden. So a lot of Swedes going to Switzerland. So there you go. I like it. I think guys like Brock Besser and Patrick Laine and other guys who are restricted free agents should do that kind of move. It'd be hilarious. They could.
It worked for Austin Matthews. Oh, no, sorry. He did that first.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, he did it before he came over here.
Do you think if we had enough holdouts that they could form their own team in the Swiss League? Like, could they do like a preseason Harlem Globetrotters type thing, going and playing all the Swiss League teams?
I would love that. I would love that.
What if they became the 32nd team before Seattle?
Oh, the restricteds. That's nice. Their home arena is Area 51.
Ooh, I like it.
Wonderful. Love it. Or Greenbelt, where the NSA is. Is that where the NSA is? Greenbelt?
No, come on, NSA. Yeah, you're talking. Either the CIA is closer to Greenbelt. It's the George Bush Center for Intelligence. As you're driving down GW Parkway, you see the George Bush Center for Intelligence. It's George Bush Senior.
Right.
If you're wondering
why, because there's no strategery in that one,
and it's named after intelligence.
There
that
it is.
Part too. And then NSA is off at 95 and 32 right there. Well, technically 90.
It's off at 295. Yeah.
So
295 has got a little rampway there. Fort
more
Meade
like-
is what they call it. I still think
more
that's
like,
further than
what's the H? Starts with an H. What's that?
Hagerstown?
No, the area where the casino is in the mall.
Hanover.
Hanover.
Halethorpe?
Halethorpe. That's where the breweries are.
That is where all the breweries are. It must be cheap land in Halethorpe.
You've been there, of course it is.
That's true.
So yeah, there you go, Mitch Marner doing things. And like I said, Patrick Laine still not signed. Brock Besser still not signed.
But do we have a problem with RFAs not being signed?
I don't. I couldn't.
They still have a year on their contracts, right?
No,
so they can't really be a dick about it.
No, they're free. They're restricted free agents. Like they don't have
any contract.
They have zero contract
going into next season.
Going into next season, zero contract.
Oh wow!
They don't like get that year back, right? When if they decide to take a year off, they're still restricted free agents when they come back.
Correct. And Brock Besser can't be offer sheeted because he hasn't had enough professional seasons in.
See, I always thought RFAs were not fully free agents already.
Well, they're free agents in the fact that the team that owns their rights has the ability to counter any offer. So it's not like they're restricted free agents. They can sign with any team, but but
they can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
If their team wanted to keep them.
Exactly.
So that's where the offer sheet comes in then.
Right. Correct.
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So like Patrick Laine and Kyle Connor both are restricted free agents, but yeah.
So does that mean that if they don't have a contract in a month that they're not playing either?
Right.
Interesting.
And then they have till December 1st to sign, because that was the thing with William Nylander last year. Was that the countdown was once December 1st hits, and if RFA is not signed, they are ineligible the rest of the season. So there is a little bit of panic, but not like Richard panic. So we're fine, I think, for now. I just find it hilarious that these teams can't get their money in order for their young superstars to get signed. That's just hilarious to me. So, yeah. That's the end of that chapter. Moving on, I guess. I wrote a rundown. I don't even know what the hell I was on it next. I don't even have it pulled up. Sitting here twiddling my thumbs. 7:03 in the Central Time Zone. Bill Guerin. There's some Bill Guerin news. Remember Bill Guerin, everybody?
Yes.
He is the new GM of your Minnesota Wild.
Interesting.
Very interesting pick. No, was the assistant GM, I believe, of the Penguins the past couple seasons. Was in the Penguins organization after he retired. Now he is moving onward and upward. The fourth GM in Wild franchise history. So,
is this one? I feel conflicted with this signing, because I feel like this is one of those situations where, like, you don't have enough experience for this job, and somebody's like, well, how do I get experience if I don't have the job? And then they're like, all right, here, take the job. Because, like, I don't know what he's done.
Right.
So, like, to warrant this situation. And there are definitely GMs out there that could have come in, Ron Hextall. So, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, like, he didn't have any ties to the Wild, right? So I'm kind of confused, I guess, by this. Not conflicted as much, but confused.
Okay, understandable. Yeah, it is a situation where I need more seasoning, but I can't get it unless I do, that kind of situation.
Yeah, which is every job that you've ever applied for.
Right.
They're like, you need more experience. And you're like, how do I get more experience if I don't get this job that gives me the experience?
Yeah. It's very bizarre.
You mean something like this? Have you seen this before?
Yes.
I had not actually. That's really funny.
So Paulie says I need a job, but Big Paul says you don't have experience. And then Paulie says, but I need to work to get experience. And then Big Paul gets angry and says, then work. You can read it. I was trying to talk.
You can read things.
And it showed up on the screen so that you could see it.
Nope, I like visual bits on the radio.
There you go. Look at that. Hey, we're on YouTube now somehow. John made it work.
Yes, I made the game stop.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I have an actual weekend to myself that I can test the other thing too, I'm going to try that out, and maybe it'll be easier. And I can sit in my basement again instead of running 2 computers in my house for the whole show.
You could just run a VM on the computer downstairs.
Oh God! Now we're getting.
We have 2 virtual.
Now
machines,
we're straight back into the BCM monsters. We're bordering Al Qaeda monsters at this point.
Thank you for bringing that. I was going to bring it up if you didn't. Al Qaeda monsters.
I did. So I brought up Winamp recently, and somebody was like, "Oh, I loved Winamp. They could have their own skins and everything." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was like, "We just used Winamp to run a podcast before podcasting was something that was actually real."
Right?
No, I think they made Winamp look like the Matrix at one point in my life.
Oh, but
By
I
the
did.
way,
I also
yeah.
just found out this week though that Conan O'Brien started podcasting like a couple years ago. I figured that out.
This year.
I saw that. Oh, it's this year,
Yeah.
and that there's a new Matrix coming out.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought you way to bury the lead. I thought
Yeah.
that's where you were going. But like, where did the Conan O'Brien thing come from?
No, that's where I was going, and then you tried to push me into a place I didn't want to be, so I held that off till the second place.
Smart. You know what? That's a power move right there.
That was a good. It was
That's
a good box
power
out.
move.
It was a good box out.
I gave what I wanted to give first, and then I gave what you wanted me to give second.
Yeah, it's good boxing out.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's what I do best.
Will Bauer in paint.
5'2", 160 pounds. Hey, I watched the videos for Pete Knowles' Big Man Camp. I know how to box out. I also know the Kiki too, as well, just in case.
Perfect. Wonderful.
In case I ever have a random pickup game that I'm playing the post.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case. Never know.
He taught me how to throw hook shots as well.
Hey.
Yeah. Nothing better than finding Tom Amansky's videos on eBay and Pete Knowles' Big Man Camp book with DVD on eBay. Two best eBay buys I think I've ever had.
It's tremendous.
Although, didn't you just get a Gem Mint 9 off of eBay?
I did not. Scotty did.
Oh,
I got that off an auction site, not an eBay site. It's Midwest
eBay is an auction site.
Easter Bunny's not real.
Touche.
No, it's called K-Bid. It's the Midwestern eBay.
They just changed the letter in the second word a little bit.
Right. This is where you can buy tractors that are that were bought by states.
Yeah, exactly. By the cities. Let's take a look. See, why don't we? What's on K-Bid today, you say? Well, we've got 2006 International 450 Flatbed Tow Truck Auction.
Obviously.
1929 Model A Roadster.
All right. That's nice.
I mean, that
we
was
got,
like the worst of all the models.
right?
It's the first model.
The Milling Industry Excess Equipment and Sheets Good inventory.
Wait, is that the inventory from Sheets?
No. It's not. There's no made to orders on there.
Ah, damn it.
No MTOs. Let's
You
look
got a bunch of those really great meatballs.
right? Fargo Liquidators has C-Store and Car Wash. A C-Store, convenience store, and Car Wash has closed. All the items are in working condition when business closed. So you can buy just random stuff for car washes and convenience stores.
So I have a random question. At this point.
Please.
If that came up on auction,
Mhm.
and you were like, all right, I have enough money to buy this convenience store and car wash, would you buy it and then not use it as a convenience store and car wash and just like use it for yourself and like roll into the car wash and like wash your car every once in a while and like stock it so that it's got like a bunch of cool shit in the refrigerators, but you're the only one that can walk in and get it?
It'd be great. It'd be like a studio.
But would it be confusing for people who drove by? They'd want to try. They'd be like looking through the windows trying to get into your house all the time.
Well,
like,
I mean, yeah, but they're not allowed in because it's my house.
It's true. But listen,
but it's not my house. It's just an extra excerpt that I like go to and like take stuff from and then come back to my house.
Oh, so it's like a hideout in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, where I could wash my car all the time.
I mean, it still sounds like Grand Theft Auto.
But didn't you change the color of your car in Grand Theft Auto so that the cops wouldn't find you?
Precisely.
Yeah. So you can buy this fantastic
$5. That seems like
$5.
Deal.
It's a $5 for a gas pump.
I mean, what can you do with that though?
Who pays for shipping?
Let's see what shipping. Available in most items. You can contact the people at Fargo Liquidators. Handling fee of $5 to $10 per package.
But what do you do with that? Like, is that like a convenience store?
You can hook up a gas line and pump.
Okay, so I did not realize that those were so easily accessible. To be honest, like I thought that they were more permanent, and that like if something went wrong, you were like, oh shit, I gotta fix it, or I gotta replace it and put an entirely new like gas line in there. I didn't realize you could buy one for $5 and just be like, hey, this is interchangeable, like a pair of socks.
The best part is they're selling 4 of them.
Obviously, because the convenience store doesn't need them anymore. There's no more gas in the
they got an industrial generator for right now. The bid's up to $1,900. So,
oh, generators are badass.
A car wash. It says
perfect.
It says this needs to be dismantled. Like that's good. That's fantastic. So
I wonder in some situations if the land is worth more than like some of this like stuff that you're buying.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Let's be honest. Car wash. So you legit get the entire car wash system. Currently, the bid's at $16.
But it needs to be dismantled.
That's fine. It's $16 car wash. You set it up wherever you need it.
Shit, you could buy the car wash for less money than sometimes it costs to use the car wash.
That's true. It's a very true statement.
Look at this. You get the thing. You can put dispensers in, and then you think it's nope. You get the red light and the green light too. Sure.
That alone is worth.
That alone is worth the money.
I agree. That
it's the Water Wizard 2.0.
Oh, it's only the 2.0.
Listen, you're $16. What do you expect? Then you get these little blow dry dealies here.
I have a feeling these
arms.
This is one step up from bidet.
This is a bidet for your car, sir.
Oh my god!
Dryer time. It's got a dryer time thing there.
God, it's like a shock lock.
Oh, you could get the hot wax.
Look at that,
and the hot wax controller.
Obviously, you can't just have the hot wax without the hot wax controller for blue.
Dude, look! It's got the thing for the different cleaners and stuff.
This is so random.
How great is this? $16.
So you get all the pieces, or do you get that also like the like car wash bay?
You get I think you have to go ahead and you dismantle it. You don't get the bay yourself. You have to take it as it goes.
Oh, so you have to create your own car wash.
You got to create your own car wash.
I see.
So you got the big RO water system, lot of 3 compressors, another air compressor, racks on racks on racks. Look at all these racks.
God, this is insane. But you know what? I guarantee you there's someone out there that is like, oh, shit, if I only had a compressor, I could definitely make my car wash work.
5 garbage cans with lids, $5.
That's definitely worth it.
Or for the same price, a reach-in cooler.
What is a reach-in cooler?
Better than a reach-around cooler.
That's true. A reach-in cooler is the display where you put sandwiches.
That's fantastic. You just plug it in. Could you imagine what I could use that for in my house? Nothing.
No, it's like if you're bad at leftovers, if you're bad at eating leftovers, the biggest thing is you put it on this fresh food fast thing, and it's right there for you.
Yeah,
You're
basically you can
presented-
see all the shit that you have. That
Exactly.
It's supposed to be
It's a
actually
clear
refrigerated.
refrigerator. It's a clear refrigerator. Bid dialing, 0 bids.
This is the best website in the world, actually.
I am not kidding. I almost want to put a bid in to see what happens.
I just see how they ship it to you. It's got to be like a Carvana thing. Like,
It's in Fargo. I can drive down and pick it up.
how are you going to pick it up?
I don't know, with my hands.
Do you have like a truck?
I could
Or-
rent a truck. I can rent a U-Haul for a day, and
That's
you haul
true.
it up to me.
That's true. That's another $20.
It's like all that stuff I got for $6, John.
That's true. $6 because you sold one piece for $6 out of the mix.
Exactly. Shipping, because I wanted to get to him.
My God, this is amazing.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to check this out every once in a while just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Are you
so-
allowed to be on K-Bids without being a part of the Midwest?
I'm sure you could. If
Is
not,
there-
well, no,
there
you can look at it. You just can't bid.
Is there extra shipping to the East Coast?
Probably. Oh, the next one is Horace, North Dakota, hunting ammo,
Oh.
jerky tools, and more. We ship.
Damn it! I was really hoping you were saying that it was Horace Grant's rec specs.
That would be great if
I'd
it was.
bid right now on those.
Off-site auctions, quarter horse forklift battery chargers, estate sales. This place is great. This k-bid.com. Be dialing. But anyway, Bill Guerin's new GM.
True. Of the wild.
Of the wild. Eddie Lack, like we said last week, temporarily retires and is now joining Arizona State Sun Devils as their goalie coach, getting that exclusive gray all up on him. Thoughts, ideas?
I thought it was going to be one of those
I just
necessary roughness
appreciate-
type situations.
Where he goes back to school and plays?
Mm-hmm.
Like Scott. You know what? The amount of times that necessary roughness has come up in the past 7 days for me is more than it has in the past 10 years.
It's
Not
true.
even gonna lie to you.
And now that we say that, Carly Lloyd hit a 55-yard field goal at
But
practice.
she ran like 15 yards before
That's
she kicked
fine.
it.
I'm
down.
okay with that. I still can't kick a football 55 yards, no matter how far I run.
Fair enough.
And Justin Tucker was standing right there, and he was like, "That was sweet."
Nice.
So, woman kickers. That's where I was going with necessary roughness.
Of course, Kathy
Yeah.
Ireland.
He was down at the 35 and hydroplane to the 12.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. NHL optimistic that the CBA talks will spark a 2021 World Cup.
Okay.
Apparently, everyone on the NHL and the NHLPA is on board with a World Cup.
They had that. I don't believe that.
Well, yeah, because the PA can actually get money off of it too. So
Oh,
they'll
well.
benefit.
If that happens, then yeah, everybody's all in.
It will happen during the season.
During the season.
Yep.
Perfect. Even better. Let's not go to the Olympics, but we'll take out a couple weeks for this bullshit tournament that we just built. That's gonna have 10% of our total people working in this tournament.
And of course, the score.com all over it, putting potential roster lineups for each of the countries that could be involved.
Obviously.
Let me see here. Joe Thornton's expected to resign with the Sharks. Good for him. Yeah, Bill Daly is cautiously optimistic about the collective bargaining agreement.
Isn't that what they said last time?
Yeah. NHL gets to until September 1st to trigger a 2020 end date for the CBA. If the league says no, NHLPA gets until the September 15th. If not, September 2022 is when the CBA will end up.
Ooh. So we got 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then we have something to talk about.
Yeah. Daly said the 2021 World Cup would be a week in length. And yeah,
That is an aggressive tournament.
that is an aggressive tournament real quick.
It can. I mean, there's no way you can have like more than 8 teams for that, then, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Unless
it's
you're
only like
playing
an
a
18
game a
tournament
day.
anyway. But wasn't it like last time they played like round robin and then
The
like
playoffs.
a like knockout stage? Like how
This will be like double elimination.
in Little League World Series?
Exactly.
I can't wait until Sweden and the North American team are playing. North American under 23 team are playing in the consolation bracket to try to come back.
To reset the bracket. There's that. Hey, couple New Jerseys. I'm sorry. Before we get to that,
New Jerseys?
New Jerseys. We'll get to that in a second. The Swedish women are boycotting a tournament coming up here soon. I'm trying to find the story and what tournament it is.
Is there a tournament coming up soon?
Apparently, there's a women's tournament coming up soon. This is how much people pay
Is it
attention
the
to women.
Euros?
Right, Euro 2020. The women's hockey team is boycotting Euro 2020. 43 members of the Swedish women's national team announced they're boycotting training camp in the upcoming Five Nations tournament. Oh, that's right, Five Nations coming up. Due to lack of financial compensation.
Okay.
They said a lot of things in Swedish. I can't understand. I die Harvey Saitama Sperry Bork Bork Bork. I don't know what that all means.
Chris Bork can't play for the women's
Oh,
team.
he can't.
He's already played for the Americans. I don't think you're allowed to switch nationalities like that.
Yeah. So basically, the Swedish women are threatening like the U.S. women did.
All right.
So,
I mean, so have we heard anything from U.S. women's hockey since that occurred?
No.
So I guess that they're fine with everything and
yeah.
move on.
The Five Nations tournament is actually going on right now.
Interesting.
That's how much I care.
I
How much
didn't
a lot
even
of
know it. What is it? What is the Five Nations tournament?
Well, it's a
that
tournament of
rugby?
Five Nations.
Obviously. I reserve any tournament that considers a number of nations as rugby.
Well, hold on. The Big Ten technically has like 12 schools in it.
There's
so-
100.
Yeah, but they're not nations.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can call it the Five Nations tournament, and they could be like, well, this year we decided to invite 6, but it's branding. We can't change it.
No, I understand that. I just assumed it was a rugby tournament.
Yeah, I
Every
thought so
time I
too.
hear something that's like 7 nations, it's a rugby tournament. It's not a like random hockey tournament that's in August.
I agree.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
I just thought the Five Nations tournament was a rugby tournament or cricket, one of the two.
Yeah. I am seeing nothing on this. The Nations Cup,
Oh, that's what it's actually called.
Five Nations tournament. I'm so confused. What the hell is going on? I am very confused with what's
All right.
going on here.
Somebody will enlighten us on Twitter, I'm sure. Probably not.
Probably no one's listened to a hockey podcast in mid-August. Not even us,
No, and the only people that would say something are banned.
right?
I
Yeah,
still
there's
have-
nothing.
I still have an Orioles coaster.
Nice.
And this was not $30, but close to it. And if you spent $30, you could see all of the games in September that are home for the Orioles.
Hey,
Orioles
There you go.
branding.
hashtag Orioles branding. So there you go. The Swedish women want equal pay.
Perfect. Go
Congratulations.
for it.
Go have fun. There were some jerseys unveiled this week.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Are they all crap?
Oh no, sorry.
Mm. You can't keep that going because we're
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
get flagged.
You're too close to the original.
That was very close.
So here you go. The Carolina Hurricanes redid their white jerseys, and it still looks like garbage.
So I have a question.
Yes.
And I'm gonna play our jersey music real quick.
Okay, please play our jersey music.
Come on, Dropbox. Well, okay. So now you're just gonna spin.
Yeah.
And look at me and be a
It's-
jerk.
It's spinning. It's spinning. It's
Dropbox. Oh,
playing through the phone speakers.
yeah, because I figured out that I was not plugged into the.
Hey, these things happen.
That's fine. I'm charging
Anyway.
my phone at the same time.
So if you're Scotty Screen Share, here you go. If you're on the podcast, look it up. But it's basically a Hurricanes jersey that has canes down the diagonal down the front of the chest with the two take warning flags on the C. Johnny,
So I saw this,
the sign.
I guess, and I don't remember the next line. Damn it.
Open up your eyes. You saw the sign.
Oh, it's true. I'm still thinking about that cougar that was trying to just have another baby.
At death.
So no, he was the person that the cougar was trying to have.
Now I get it.
Yep. Oh, sorry. So I saw this on Twitter, and my literal first thought was, God, I thought Thomas Dundon hated those fucking jerseys.
Right?
Because this has gotten worse. Like, this is literally worse than their jerseys that they had last year.
Yeah. That's not great.
I'm so confused on how, like, did he sign off on this, or did this go through Thomas Dundon? Because he had such a shit show last year with their white jerseys, and this is so far off, more awful than their white jerseys were last year.
It is terrible. The only redeeming thing from this jersey, so here's the full jersey set. The only thing I think he wanted is, I guess, everything's now branded where you have the flags at the bottom of the jerseys. Maybe that's a thing he wanted. The only redeeming quality out of this was this 3D logo that they're going to have on their helmets.
Yeah, that's kind of badass. I like stickers like that.
Yeah.
I agree with you because I read that your Twitter post. I agree with you that had they gone gray, I'm all in on that jersey.
Right?
But that jersey in white looks stupid as shit.
Gray would have been perfect. It goes with the Stormy theme. It's also a clash of a lot of other jerseys. Why wouldn't you go with that? Mark,
yeah,
comment.
I'm not a fan. I don't like them. The fact that they did the canes diagonal across the front, and what are the two dots in the middle of the C for?
It's the take warning flag.
I don't care. It looks stupid.
Well, it goes with the flag that's right here on the black jersey.
Yeah, I get it. It's fine, but still,
why didn't they put it on the end?
Right?
Right, that would make more sense.
Why just use generic font like that? It's not
So I'm gonna ask a really stupid question. Does the captain also have a C on the front of his jersey that clashes with the Canes C?
Oh, that'd be great if he did. They didn't put that out because they put headless models out here. But yeah, kind of bizarre.
What were you saying, Mark?
Nothing. I was wondering why they should have put it in between the parts of the E, so have the E. Right, and then have the E put them on the
yeah,
E.
I get it.
But no,
for emergency.
They're just dum-dums. They're all dum-dums.
No, Dundon. It's his owner's name.
Sorry.
The owner's name's Dundon. The horse's name is Friday.
Yeah, they look stupid.
Not great. Not great, Bob. Not great. So there was another, if I can bring up Aesthetics, which great, still best name ever.
Did you see the two jerseys today that people are talking about?
Which ones?
Is it I saw a tweet about Toronto and Boston, and I don't know if that's like an outdoor game or if that was just like, hey, look at these jerseys. I'll see.
I think it's a hey, look at these jerseys. Also unveiled this week, if you're scoring at home or even if you're alone, the Buffalo Sabres put out their 50th anniversary jerseys. And they went all gold everything.
I like those.
It's going to be their third jersey for selected games. Pretty nice, pretty classic, not too far away from what they had back in the day with their yellow striped in this one. Looks pretty classy. I like it. Maybe a little too much white on the jersey. I do like in the collar it has the Buffa slug and the goat head. I appreciate that. Nice touch. I don't think. Well, there's the up close. That's how stitched it is. Look at all that stitching.
It's a lot of gold.
And white gloves. Not a fan of white gloves.
Oh.
Not really a big. It's a big Berman no there.
Berman loves white gloves, though.
He loves them. That racist.
Wow.
Loves the white. He says white gloves matter too. I'm like, okay, that's too far.
Well,
and then get the little saber on the pants. Look at
I
that.
can't find this tweet.
That's okay. Buddy.
It was probably just like, which jersey is better then? Forget it.
Yeah. Or the pant.
I appreciate those jerseys. I kind of agree with you. I think that the logo in the middle is too small.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look right, but I appreciate all the gold for the 50th.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Very smallish.
Yeah, that logo is too small comparatively speaking to how it used to look.
And they also said that starting in 2021, the royal blue will return as opposed to the navy blue. So they're going to go full retro. So it's old as new again.
All right. I have that jersey.
There you go. You're ahead of the game. It's already personalized and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, we've done it. That's it. That's all I have for the show notes. Trying to look for everything else.
All the show notes.
So all the show notes done. Everything done. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. 13 home games for that Buffalo Sabres alternate, by the way.
Wow, that's a lot.
And it starts opening night.
Can you get them for $30 though?
Soon.
How soon?
Next week. Okay, this is okay. All right, I'm gonna Scotty screen share this, and it might not. I hope it goes through in terms of everything. But this header right here, like this is trippy. Like this is very trippy. It's like 3D, but it's not. It's all tilty.
Is that moving on purpose, or are you making it move?
Well, my cursor's on it, right? So every time I move the cursor within the image, it moves.
Okay, that would make me sick.
And then I go out of the image and it's fine. But I go in the image, it's like, whoa. Whoa. Good job, Aesthetics. You did it.
That's fantastic. They showed everything at one swoop, and they showed a gray background behind it.
Love it. I love it. Anything else? Calgary Flames did the thing. We talked about the Oilers' third jersey, right?
Yes, I think so.
That debacle for 2 weeks ago. The Bruins are playing an outdoor game.
Oh, yeah?
They are playing in a Winter Classic.
Sounds about right.
Yep. I think they are playing the Blackhawks.
Why not?
Yeah.
At what point... So I think I've said this before, but at what point do these teams that are playing in outdoor games just kind of run out of jerseys and throw up their hands and be like, fuck it, we can't go retro anymore. We've used them all.
Well, that's the Habs problem, you know? Oh, that of course. It's sorry. That was last year that the Bruins. This year is the Predators and Stars. I forgot. It's at the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, that sounds like a good that's a good release.
And the Battle of Atlanta happens October 26th.
Right. With no Atlanta jerseys.
In Saskatchewan, no Atlanta jerseys yet. And then, of course, the Stadium Series will be at Air Force Academy, Falcon Stadium. Colorado Avalanche takes on the Los Angeles Kings. So there we go.
I think Seattle's first game should be outdoor game.
I would love it. Played in the 12th Man Stadium.
Yes.
Then try to do that gimmick where you play every outdoor game like that Williamsport like CHL team.
Didn't they play in like a state fair for like a month?
They played at the baseball stadium in the state fair. And then they folded mid-season. So
that's what happens when you put together 14 outdoor games.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the problem. You can't up the Williamsport Outlaws, if you could believe it, in the Federal Hockey League, played at the Airman Pond at Bowman Field to a staunch crowd of tens.
Williamsport.
Yeah, Williamsport. Good for them. And then the first season they played, they were first in the league. The second season they played, they were disqualified. So can you do?
Sounds like they just ran out of money.
Yeah, operating an outdoor stadium does that. I mean, I don't think Bowman Field is because they were waiting for the completion of the arena, and Bowman Field is a lot of field. So it's also home of the Major League Baseball Little League Classic. So that's the stadium they played in.
Oh,
Is where the Little Leaguers, the MLBers played during Little League week.
I appreciate it. The Pirates and Cubs, I believe, this week.
Yeah, it was. And then aren't the Orioles playing that next year?
They might be playing in the Little League World Series. Who knows?
True. All right, I'm behind. See, I'm not used to this top chat.
Well, cool. If the Orioles are playing in it next year, then I can go to the Little League World Series next year.
Perfect.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
They might think I'm playing. I just have to shave.
Eddie says that white gloves show way too much phlegm. He's not wrong. AJ, not a fan of the Canes jersey. Chris said it's a weird way of spelling bunch of jerks down the middle. He's not wrong.
That's true. Yeah,
Not wrong.
I have seen it spelled differently, but
That should have been sewn into the hem on like the bottom of the jersey.
Right? How great would that have been? Would have been really great. But now we're here. We're here in this god terrible.
So what happens when the Canes don't make the playoffs this year?
Good question.
Like, does all that momentum just die like it did for the Orioles? Blech. For the Oilers and the Orioles.
Depends on how much they miss it by. Like if they're in it to the rest to the end of the regular season, I don't think they'll get too much. If they're done by week 1, and yeah, that's everything. The fade.
Well, the Oilers gave it a good showing after the year after they missed the playoffs, right? But they weren't close.
Not even close. Not even close on that one. I don't know. I'd be very interested to see what happens.
Interesting conundrum. They might come out with an exclusive gray jersey next year.
Oh, please.
Then it's no longer exclusive gray, though.
No, at that point, it's not.
It's double exclusive gray.
It's Storm Gray.
That's what it'll be. It'll be Storm Gray, so it's not exclusive gray, and it'll be like one shade higher.
Yes.
Because Arizona
more exclusive gray
needs to keep their exclusive gray.
Well, I think they have a license on it, so.
How do you buy a license on exclusive gray?
I don't know. You can copyright colors.
That's true.
it's true. Raytheon copyrighted Raytheon Red. It's a specific hexadecimal whatever it's called.
Is it different
signature.
than regular red?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's 355 times 355 times 355 or the amount of or 255.
So
Whatever
you know
it
the RGB? Is that what you're saying?
That's it.
Oh,
The Roy G. Biv. Right? I don't know. All right. You guys got anything else?
were people waiting for a haha fuck you? Is that what they were doing on the top chat, or
I honestly don't know. Doesn't look like it. They're just having the time of their lives.
they're just here to support us as people?
As people. As a human being, people.
All right.
I like it.
Well, I appreciate them.
I appreciate them as well. Mark, how about you?
Mark doesn't have headphones on.
Mark does not. Mark doesn't.
How about I what?
Mark does not appreciate them.
No, I don't appreciate it.
Oh, see, fans. That's why Sean Leahy hates him because he doesn't
I
appreciate
don't know
you,
what
the
we're
fans.
talking about. I
That's
had to
fine.
take a second to take my headphones off. I can't hear you guys. What's up?
They're talking about the fans just listening to us, not for the haha fuck yous, but for the joy of our show, and we appreciated them, except for you.
I do appreciate
You
it.
said you didn't, though. Now you
Yeah,
don't know if
okay.
you're lying or not. Don't know if you're
You'll
lying.
never know.
Okay. All right.
So good.
Well, should we just wrap this up?
I guess so.
Mark's. See how Mark.
Well, I mean, we can do shout outs. I can talk about shout outs for a little bit, and then Mark can maybe come back on. This is normally the time he leaves anyway, so
No, he stays on the end of the show.
he's talking to somebody.
This is usually the time he gets here.
That's true. He comes on at 8:15, and so he's been on the show for the same amount of time.
Essentially. Go ahead. What you got for shout outs?
All right, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Poconos. Heading up there this weekend. I will give a shout out to Heavy Seas. Loose Cannon made my night better than what this week has gone. They changed the caps though, at least from what I remember. Now it just has a black skull on it. Just a black cap with a skull.
Interesting.
So that's aggressive from Heavy Seas. Give a shout out to the Orioles for fantastic marketing. And I have to plug my phone back in before I play music. Oh. All right. I think that's all my shout outs.
Cool. Mark?
I'm going to give a shout out to John's blender and spray bottle
From Brittany.
behind him in the background.
Thank you. Which blender do you see?
If there's more than one blender?
There's a black blender on this side, and there's a white blender on this side.
Don't. Why are you segregating the blenders?
Yeah, put it on the same shelf.
Yeah.
They're on the same shelf. They're just on different sides of the shelf.
See, why it's segregation.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
The white one's behind the white one is behind the scarves.
Well, how am I supposed to see the white one if it's behind?
Oh, do you have it covered up in its white hood too, racist? Jesus. Tired of this.
Also, I got a diss for Hudson who shit on the floor today.
What is he? You in sophomore year of college?
Why did he shit on the floor?
Why did he shit on the floor? I don't know. He did we asked him. He didn't really answer with an
Why didn't he tell you?
explanation.
I did see him strike a left-footed ball like it was his job, though.
Yeah, he did take out Buppa with a screamer, a howler, as they say. Oh no, not a howler.
It was not a howler. He took it off the face.
Yeah. But yeah, so pooped. It was lots of diarrhea. Luckily, most of it stayed in the diaper, but there was a little
splooge.
Little collateral damage, so to speak.
Gross.
Now you're gonna have to buy a whole new house.
Yeah.
Gross.
This one's ruined.
Yeah.
New house. Mark will be in studio 316 in like a month.
So yeah, that's all I got, I think.
All right.
Oh, let's shout out. John already shouted out the Poconos, so.
Still, shitting on the floor is a good shout out.
That is a good shout out.
To what? To a new hot water heater and not a basement full of water. Yeah.
Hey.
That happened Saturday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus wasn't there because he would have walked on it.
Right.
Or turned it to wine. One of the two.
Hey, either way would have been a big win.
Yeah.
What's with you and flooding basements? Isn't this like the second time it's happened to a house of yours?
No, I was in the house that flooded the basement twice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It's a Patanzo trait, apparently.
I was going to say. Well, it's because of you know what? You know who I blame? The Mario Brothers.
Sean Leahy.
Every Italian has to be a plumber.
That's true. It's a very true statement.
Pretty terrible.
Every Italian.
Goombas or poops.
Surprised you don't have a mustache now after doing all that plumbing.
Right?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Shout out to my $6 find. Shout out shout out getting out my Labor Day weekend. Hooray for that. And I had nothing else. It's been a weird week. It's been not great. Shout out to the Maryland Black Bears who start up in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
First exhibition game is on the 5th, brother.
It's in my calendar.
Perfect.
Is it October yet?
No, it's September, but September starts early. What? September
Wake me up when it ends.
Thank you. All right, everybody. That's it. That's all. Poor Johnny P. Mark of the C. I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. Has been Face Off Hockey Show and faceoffhockeyshow.com. Check us out on all our socials. Facebook.com/FOHS Radio, Twitter.com/FOHS Radio, and Patreon.com/Faceoff Hockey Show, because branding. Until we talk to you next week, Law Richardson will be back. We'll talk some stuff with him. All that and then some. Ladies and gentlemen, until next week, Peace.
When all the blue skies, yeah, they started turning gray, but she ran and she never found a way. Lost among the faces and the places that she played. Drawn and skinny, she couldn't keep a job. She forced to be a trick waiting outside the bar's dark alleys. In the backseats of cars, when all she really needed was the place to recharge. Till one day, she couldn't take the pain. She got some medication and she stuck it in her vein, and then she closed her eyes. For the very last time, and passed away, just like the seconds in time.